Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Tanisha and I love taking you along on my reading journey. And in today's video I'm going to review every single book that I read in the first 3 months of 2025 using one sentence each. Or at least I'm going to try and just use one sentence. I read 30 books in the first 3 months of the year. So let's start with the first book, which is Powerful by Warren Roberts. This book hurt so much, but I loved every second of it. The Assistants. I support women's rights, but also women's wrongs. Thank you for listening. This book made me giggle in the first 20 minutes and I didn't stop until the last page. The Christmas Guest was a captivating story with a diary-like writing, which added a unique touch to it. Fourth Wing, the trilogy has me in a chokehold. I have read Fourth Wing twice now, and I wouldn't mind reading it for a third time. The Book Eaters. The idea is amazing, the execution was mid. No Guts, No Gold is a Dutch nonfiction, which was a great source of inspiration, even if you don't want to be self-employed. Iron Flame was a reread, so I obviously knew the ending, and it still made me feel unwell. Malibu Rising. The setting in this book was everything, it added so much to the atmosphere. Onyx Storm. The ending of that book, like what the fuck? Maybe you should talk to someone, and that's right, and I want the author to be my therapist because I just know that she is going to make me feel so seen and heard. The Paramethod. I read this book in one sitting, but I have to be honest, I have not implemented any of the tips. House of Sky and Bread. The ending of that book made me scream from shock. Better than the movies. The chapters were so long, but the story had me so invested that I kind of forgot about it. Attachment. Loved the story, but I wonder if someone would fall in love with me if they read my work emails. Because I don't think so. Not What She Seems is probably about the character because she was so clueless even though she was supposed to be smart. Building a Second Brain has been living rent-free in mine because I think about this book daily and I have implemented so many tips. Nothing More to Tell. I liked the story, but the ending was so unsatisfying. A Novel Love Story. This book felt like reading in a snowy cabin with a weighted blanket, hot tea, and no worries in the world. The Right Move. I want Ryan Shea to build my bookshelves. Reckless had second book syndrome, but the ending makes me want to read the next book the minute it comes out. The Last Days of Kara Muller is a binge-worthy thriller that makes you second-guess your ability to guess plot twists. XOXO is a adorable K-pop romance that left me wanting more of the same world. I stayed up until midnight to finish this book. The Camino is another Dutch book, and honestly, don't even worry about not being able to read it because it was meh. Retreat honestly didn't live up to the expectations, but the vibes were there. The Circle, I loved the story so much, it was better than the movie, but the main character in the book is very questionable. Remarkably Bright Creatures, I think about this book daily, and I honestly don't have the words to express how good this book is. House of Flame and Shadow was a very good plot, but with too many words. Sociopath, the author did a really good job at expressing how it feels to not have feelings, if that makes sense. And last, Caught Up. And all I can say is that I want a Monty in every single book going forward. So those were the 30 books that I read January up until March. I don't think I'm going to read as much book in the second quarter of the year, but you never know. I also thought it would be fun to give you my reading stats for the first quarter of the year. Obviously, I already told you that I read 30 books, and that is 11 books in January, 12 books in February, and 7 books in March. I read 12,515 pages in total, 4,399 in January, 4,869 in February, and 3,247 in March. And I read 15 books on my Kindle, 13 books physically, and listened to 2 audiobooks. Let me know in the comments if you read any of these books and what you thought about it. Sorry if the video is a bit short, but one sentence is one sentence and I can yap pretty quickly, so you get through 30 books in no time. With that being said, thank you for watching. Comment down below the answer to my question, and then I will see you in my next video whenever I post it. Bye!